right, brace yourselves, because I got a lot to say about this particular topic. Jesus' crucifixion was actually a theologically necessary event, and so not necessarily a historical event. Alright, let's break down the historical context surrounding crucifixions themselves, but also in the context of the theological nature of it. Now, the reason why Jesus is characterized as being crucified via the Roman version of crucifixion is because everyone characterized as Jesus was in the Gospels was crucified by the Romans in this way.
Crucifixion was reserved for special cases, but there were lots of special cases. Two of the most common were low-life criminals and enemies of the state. It is what Romans did to insurrectionists and prospective insurrectionists, to anyone who opposed their power by proposing to set up their own kingdom.
Now, let's consider that the Roman version of crucifixion that Jesus supposedly suffered under is only described in the Gospels. Using the Roman version of crucifixion makes a lot of sense to convey the message intended. The Gospels were written by people that attended pagan schools in order to learn how to read and write in Greek. Now, while these Gospels did have each of their own intended audiences, all of the Gospels' theology was centered on a character that opposed earthly powers and was preaching about this super kingdom that everybody is going to be a part of, overshadowing the need for these earthly powers and kingdoms. Your audience is going to expect your suffering and dying Messiah figure to be dealt with accordingly. But what do the actual sources say about Jesus' supposed crucifixion, like the real historical sources? Now, we don't have many of those. Actually, we have nearly none, but there is one person that we can appeal to in this situation. We go by the earliest reference, which would be in Paul's epistles. He only mentions the stauros. Now, this Greek word can be rendered as cross, but only because it means an upright stake or pole, often used for capital punishment.